Nobody knows me like you do. You just read my mind. Nobody gets me except for you. Like we're intertwined. Seasons come and go. Universe will change, but I'll feel the same. Thought that you should know. Even if my eyes are closed, I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you.
Good morning and welcome back to another vlog. This is going to be a detailed day in my life as a 7th and final year PhD student studying English, rhetoric, and composition, finishing her dissertation, and very much actively on the job market, applying for jobs to start as hopefully a professor in the fall. So I just got back from Orange Theory. It was a tough workout. I was indeed very sweaty, but it's pretty cold out this morning, which is why I'm wearing a sweater. I'm going to make myself breakfast around 2. I just had a light breakfast of pumpkin bread and coffee, just like get something in my stomach. And now I'm going to eat something with a little more substance in it. Boiled egg that I prepped last night, some Triscuit crackers, a cheese stick, which I'm in my cheese stick era, and then some yogurt with raspberries, and this super yummy kind chocolate granola. Okay, it's 11:46. Just finished eating my breakfast. I'm gonna unload the dishwasher, do these dishes quick, and then take a shower and get into work session number 2.
Nobody sees me like you do. You just make me smile, and I wanna hold you all the time. 'Cause all I do is love you. I can't get enough of you. Swear that I will follow anywhere you go.
Took a nice everything shower. I didn't think I was gonna wash my hair, but when I took it out of a bun, I was like, yeah, I got real sweaty. I'm gonna wash it. So this is gonna delay my timeline a little bit because now I have to blow dry it because I want to go to a coffee shop and I really don't want to go out with wet hair, especially when it's cold out. So I'm gonna do a quick little blow dry and drink my liquid IV. Probably listen to a podcast or an audiobook or maybe just Taylor Swift. Okay, I have no idea where the time went, but I'm ready. And we're gonna head over to, I think, Hive Coffee Shop. I haven't been there to do work in a really long time. I guess it's not a coffee shop, it's like a restaurant, but like they have coffee and drinks and stuff like that too. I don't know if I've ever been there alone, so we'll see the vibes. If it's not right, we'll go somewhere else. Just wearing this comfy brown sweater. Showed in my last vlog that my mom got me for my birthday from Amazon. Go-to jeans, Uggs, finally Ugg season, and light makeup. Opted for a little straight blowout today. Just kidding, I heated up some of this leftover Aldi mac and cheese that I made yesterday. It's like butternut squash, it's so good. So I'm not drinking coffee on kind of an empty stomach. You know I have to yap first before we go work. So first things first, I'm going to put these letters in the outgoing mail for my mom and my sister's birthday, and I love to put little stickers on the back of them. I think that that's such a fun way to make like birthday cards even more special. But anyway, some like not so great news. I got my first job rejection and I don't know how to feel. I mean, I feel like this is going to be a very normal feeling very soon, because even like my professors who are like brilliant and have R1 jobs got rejected from a lot of jobs when they applied. And I know that I will probably get more rejections than I get invitations for interviews. And I need to like come to terms with that a little bit. Rejection just like always sucks. I'm glad that it was like a pretty speedy timeline though, and I wasn't like left sitting around wondering. So that makes me wonder about like timelines for other jobs as well. If I'll start hearing things soon from like jobs that I applied to at the end of September maybe. But also, I don't know. I feel not great. I mean, it's not fun to open your email and see like, thanks for the application, but we don't want to extend you an interview. And I'm not going to be a perfect fit for most jobs, and that is okay. But it bruised the ego a little bit. So this work session is going to definitely have some coffee. I texted my mom and was like, first job rejection, like baby's first job rejection, and she Venmo'd me and was like, oh, I'm so sorry, go get yourself a little sweet treat. And I was like, no mom, like it's okay, but still very sweet. So shout out to mom for funding today's coffee. So I'm going to continue working on job apps. I submitted one this morning, read through it, and started working on another one. This is a bit of a crunch time for me. I feel like I say that every vlog, but especially like these past 2 weeks, just because a lot of job apps are due, and because I'm going out of town this weekend and I don't know how much time I'll have to like be able to work. So I'm having to get like a lot of stuff done to make up for the work that I'm not going to get done this weekend. And I'm leaving Thursday through Monday, so that's like quite a bit of time. It's for my boyfriend Zach's Ironman race. He's nuts. He's doing half Ironman all the way in North Carolina, so we're gonna drive down. I'm gonna support him, cheer him on, make him signs, all that good stuff. But needless to say, I don't think I'm gonna be working on job apps then. So that is the goal. I really also want to look back at the disc today. I haven't worked on it in like a week, just because I was so focused on job apps. I need to look back at it again today. I don't know if I'm gonna make like meaningful progress, but maybe I'll add to like my free ride doc or just like get the wheels turning again. Worked for a couple hours. It's like 4:30 now. The vibes are really good. I will definitely be going back. The barista was so sweet. She made me my latte, and I also got a cookie, and she was like, what if I just give you 2 cookies? And I was like, love. So I'm bringing one home for Megan because she can officially chew again today. Hopefully it's not too hard. She's still sticking to like soft foods. But I didn't get to the dissertation, and honestly I'm feeling really tired between this stint of work and then this stint of work in the morning, and honestly Orange Theory. I think I need to call it a day on any like thinking tasks. So I'll probably end up adding on a day in my life and just make it 2 detailed days in my life, because I haven't talked about the disc in a little while in the vlog, and I want to, for you guys and for me, and it will help hold me accountable to make sure that I actually work on the dissertation tomorrow. That's the thing about vlogging. It's like I tell myself I'm gonna do like a day in my life, so that I know if I want it to be like longer than like 10 minutes, I need to go into detail and I need to like basically have content. But when 2 of the hours, or 4 of the hours I guess, are spent just like getting into nitty-gritty of cover letter, I'm not just gonna like show myself writing for that long. So I don't know, I can think that it's just gonna be a day in my life, but you never really know until you get into it. Anyway, I'm gonna drive home now and chill out. I've been reading Throne of Glass, the first book in the series, Throne of Glass, forever. So hopefully I can knock that out soon and make a lot of progress on it tonight. I'm also just like kind of hungry again. Heated up some leftover soup from last night. This is chickpea, it's a chicken noodle soup from Minimalist Bakery, and it's pretty easy and it's super yummy. Change clothes. Watched an episode of Gilmore Girls while Pirelli was an absolute menace. I feel like I cannot sit on the couch and just watch a show or even just like do work without her. Just like, we call it the zip lining, where she's like running along the bottom of the couch, like digging her closet and ruining it, begging for us to play with her. So that didn't really fully allow me to relax the way I wanted to in watching Gilmore Girls. But I'm gonna shift gears and do a little creative activity and make a sign for Zach's Ironman. I want to have 3 signs, one for each stage, the swimming, biking, and running. And I'm like, if I'm gonna have 3 signs, I could make them like double-sided. I don't know how many times I'm gonna see him along the way, but better to have like the more signs the merrier, you know? So as I was watching Gilmore Girls, trying to play with Pirelli, I was also looking up fun little ideas and trying to make them my own. So this one is gonna be Taylor Swift themed because Zach is like just as much into Taylor Swift as I am, and I think he'll appreciate this.
See you. I see you. I see you. I see you.
Ta-da! Here's a Taylor Swift one. It's like little friendship bracelets, 70.3. That's how far half Ironman is. Zach's version. And I did another sign on the back. Half, that's like the chemical element for iron because he's a chemical engineer. Man. Cute. Simple. Okay, it's almost 7 o'clock and I lead an article writing workshop group tomorrow, so I need to loosely lesson plan, meaning I need to reread the chapter that they're reading this week and come up with just like some discussion questions, see if it needs to be like a guided peer review or if it can sort of just be like loosely peer review. And they shouldn't take more than like 30 minutes to an hour at most. I have really been liking this graduate student assistantship position. It is so much less work than teaching. I do miss teaching a lot. I miss being in the classroom. I miss like seeing students work and reading their assignments and stuff, but it's been so nice to have a break, and it's just a lot less pressure working with graduate students than, and like in this role. If I was their advisor or something, that's a lot of pressure, but I don't know, just sort of like knowing I'm a peer and I'm not responsible for instilling knowledge into them as much as I am for coming up with some good discussion questions. Okay, it's 9:03. I feel a little weird because I never fully ate dinner. I just ate that soup at 4 and then some Fruity Pebbles when I was making the sides, and then some Ben & Jerry's ice cream. But anyway, Megan and I watched an episode of Real Housewives of Potomac. That's one of my favorite franchises of Real Housewives because that's like what got me hooked on Real Housewives. I binged that whole series, like all the seasons last year, maybe the year before. I don't know, but I love it. I'm gonna take off my makeup, do my evening skincare, and then get in bed for the night, honestly. Wow, I'm tired and I do not feel like doing anything today. And I stayed in bed on my phone for like an hour after my alarm went off, so it's already 8:30. I'm going to eat a quick breakfast, make a cup of coffee, and hop onto a Zoom call to lead my article writing workshop group. Happy Wednesday. Nope. Happy Tuesday. I think that's a really great point about considering who that audience is. I feel like this peer review exercise has made me realize how like biased I am towards like humanities approaches for why things are significant. But yeah, if thinking of what you currently have as like a bonus claim for significance and maybe using more jargon from like the technical field if you need to explain why this is significant for people who study like AI primarily. So we will have a little over an hour and 20 minutes to do some independent writing. So we can jot down our goals for the session, whether we want to keep refining these claims for significance, go back to the intro, start getting ahead on analyzing the evidence for next week. Okay, it is 10:30. My group and I chatted for a little longer than I thought we would, but people had a lot to say about claims for significance. So this is a section, according to Belcher, who's the author of the workbook, in your article when you state why your argument or your findings or your article as a whole matters. This is when you convince your readers why they should read your article beyond just the abstract. And in today's discussion, I realized how baked in to the field of rhetoric and composition that is, like the exigence. This is always hugely important. We teach students this in like our first year writing class. I always have this in mind in like every paragraph I write in my dissertation. But how in some other fields this isn't as foregrounded. So interesting things to think about. People had a lot of thoughts and feelings, and the key takeaway is just remember your audience and remember your journal. Pirelli! Once again, she's going nuts. Another breakfast run too. Boiled eggs, cheese stick again, some berries. I don't have any more yogurt, sad. And then some pumpkin bread. It is 10:54. Finished taking my little break to scroll on TikTok for like 10 minutes, eating my breakfast. And now we have about 50 minutes before we come back together as a full group and check in on the progress that we made and set goals for this upcoming week. And I'm going to try to get both these job apps submitted that I worked on yesterday. So then this afternoon I can revisit my outline for my third dissertation chapter, and or like the outline for part 2 of that chapter, and probably like reread an article that I think will be really foundational for that. And then I gotta go into the writing center to tutor from 4 to 8, and I checked and all 4 of my slots are booked, so I'm not gonna count on having any free time during that session to do work like I've been fortunate enough to have the past couple weeks. Okay, done with the group, and I only was able to submit 1 job app during that time. I ended up having to make more revisions than I thought that I would, but that's okay. Also, sometimes systems can get so frustrating when you're uploading your materials because like it wanted me to like manually upload things from my like CV or resume, so I put like the years that I was in this role as an article writing workshop coordinator, the years that I was an associate instructor, like instructor of record, the years that I was a writing center tutor, etc. And then when I upload like the PDF of my CV, it like wanted to overwrite all of that and put like stuff that made no sense, and so I'm just like so I had to manually do it all again. It's just like little things like that take time, precious time away. And I think that all the materials for the next school are ready to send, but I had to make like a lot of changes to this cover letter, so it's like quite a bit of new writing, so I'm gonna wait a couple more hours before I reread it and then submit it. So yeah, a busy bee type of morning. I'm feeling kind of like, I think I'm just feeling sore from Orange Theory, and my throat feels really dry just from like the cold weather and allergies and stuff, so I might get like a medicine ball drink. It's like a certain tea that I only ever see at Starbucks, and it makes me feel better every single time. So I think I'm gonna get that, come back, submit this app, and then read the article for this stuff. Medicine ball acquired. I'm gonna get cozy in bed instead of working at the desk just because allergies are getting me down bad a little bit right now, and this just feels right. You're gonna keep me trapped here? She's like a little Sour Patch Kid. She was so bad yesterday, now she's so sweet. I submitted the second job app. That means I have officially applied to 15 jobs now. And I'm going to go downstairs, eat some more leftover soup, and then I gotta take a shower before I go into the writing center today. And then I will get started on reading. So I'm gonna read Windows and Mirrors, or reread it. I read it when I was in coursework forever ago. Just now I read a book review to see like what each chapter was about, to remember which ones I want to read. So I think I'm just gonna do the introduction in chapter 1, which probably didn't need the book review to tell me that. And I don't know how much I will get through, honestly, but hopefully if I don't get through a lot this afternoon, I can like read it in bits and pieces between appointments at the writing center tonight. Having like a big batch of soup or just like some easy meal that warms up really well and keeps really well is just like the best life hack for a busy week. This week has felt particularly busy because I know that I have to like cram everything into like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday because I'm leaving Thursday for the trip. So meals were just like the last thing I wanted to worry about. I'm also setting up a vlog. I think I'm gonna watch an Abby Aslan vlog. So it's just been so nice knowing I could just pop this in the microwave. I think for dinner tonight, I might let myself get something out on my way home. Or maybe I'll come back and make like a really easy frozen meal or something. I typically like to do like a big grocery trip on Sundays and like plan out all the meals and like take intentional time to like stop and cook in the evening, but not this week. I feel like I'm in a spunky mood today. I think I just am not feeling my best because of allergies and my body is like a little bit sore. Back to being sour. Pirelli, do you know you're being bad right now? Even when I'm mad at her, look at her little face. Purr. See all the scratches on the couch where she just like zip lines along it. Quick shower, threw some dry shampoo in my hair. This is one of the sweaters my mom also got me for her birthday. And against my better judgment, I am gonna make a cup of coffee. I don't know if the medicine ball tea has caffeine in it or not, but whatever I got today was not the medicine ball tea. Like she warned me when I ordered it. I ordered it by, so I normally just say, can I have the medicine ball tea? And one time when I went, she was like, can I do, I think it's like honey citrus mint or something instead, because we could get sued if we call it a medicine ball tea because there's no medicine in it. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, just give me whatever it's like called. And so I ordered that same thing that it showed in my app that it was, and then she was like, could I do like the jade citrus instead because we're out of the honey citrus chamomile or something? And I was like, okay, but it just tastes like a peppermint tea. So I feel like the medicine ball tea has like lemonade and stuff in it, because I was looking up recipes to make it at home because I was like, I feel like I should just make it at home. Anyway, if you know anything about the medicine ball tea, please like let me know. What's in it? Is it like a specific tea? Isn't there lemonade in it? Anyway, I need some caffeine, especially if I'm going to be tutoring and reading a scholarly article. Randomly started raining, so I don't know if I want hot coffee or iced coffee. I kind of feel like hot coffee could be the vibe with the rain. Much later now, it is 9:22. I feel like I had to put in the work tutoring at the writing center, but I still ended up having a no-show during my 7 o'clock slot, which was really nice because I could leave early. I stopped and I picked up some Potbelly for me and for Megan, and then came home and watched Below Deck. And as I was like walking downtown, which is like where Potbelly is, I just like had, I don't even know, like an out-of-body experience, like a moment where I just was like brought back to first year grad school. And I think it's because the text that I was reading today, Windows and Mirrors, which I wish I had the energy to like yap about, but that's gonna have to go in the next vlog. I'm so tired. Was a text that I read in first year grad school, and we had a class, the digital rhetorics class, where we would walk back to our cars in the dark downtown because that's like the only place we could park, and because the class ended at 9 p.m. And I just was like, oh my gosh, it's 6 years later. I have come so far, or I guess 6 years later, but 7th year of grad school, where I just was like, baby Sarah knew nothing, and here I am. And I also was emotional because I was like, I've been with Megan through it all, like, yeah. Anyway, in a bit of a weird headspace because of that. Not like a bad one, like a good one, I guess. It was just, really emotional. Do you ever have like those moments where it felt like, not deja vu, but like something like akin to that, where you're just like pulled out of your body and you're like, oh, this is weird. I'm like not in the present moment anymore. I swear I could like see myself, like my 22-year-old self or 23-year-old self. Anyway, this is probably a continuation of like the big birthday feelings that I had in my last vlog. I am so tired. I can't wait to wash my face and get in bed for the night and sleep in. I'm gonna do a bunch of stuff tomorrow to prep for the trip. Zach is telling me that he might need like a Goodwill hoodie or something just to wear before the swim, where you could just like toss it and they go around and they pick up all that stuff and they donate it. So what a bummer. I might have to do some thrifting tomorrow. Yeah, it's been a busy 2 days. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed these detailed days in my life, which is really supposed to be one day because I wanted to talk about the disc, but I didn't even end up doing that. But that's coming in the next one. Until then, see you guys in the next one.